I remember just the sky was filled with smoke, and there were ashes already raining down. Like it was almost cinematic. It could have been in a movie, for me at least, because it was so dark. You could literally see an outline, an orange outline through the mountains. It's almost as someone took a highlighter to the horizon and just, traced it. It was crazy.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, unless there's something you can compare it to.
Copy, and I'm attached to Del Dio structure.
The fires. Back in 2007, there was just a massive wildfire. I was living in it wasn't Poway, it was Ramona, which is inland and part of San Diego County. I was living in the country estates, which, a nice little district. Anyways, so it was around October, and around this time of the year, there are notorious winds, Santa Ana winds, which combined with the dry vegetation all around, which is pretty common for Ramona, it just made for quite the perfect disaster, really. So what happened was, apparently, a telephone wire, or a pole, had been blown down, literally from the winds, which go up to like 40, 50 miles an hour. I guess the electrical wire sparked and ignited some of the, the brush, combined with the winds, which is basically the fuel for the fire, just drifted. Aside from all the details, I know you guys don't really care about the details. One thing that kind of, taught me a life lesson. I mean, I was young at the time. I was only like 16. But being 16 and going through something like that and seeing all the fear and all the anxiety that people had to go through and the evacuations and everyone trying to take care of their animals, I mean, it was eye-opening to me to see how something like a natural disaster such as this, that I've never been through, really opened my eyes to how like, just fragile and how vulnerable a community can be.
Let's fall down.
Copy. I got a weather update if you want.
I guess all that depends and all that really matters is how you really handle the situation. I stepped in line, I followed all directions that my parents gave me and the police and how we evacuated. And just looking back on it, it really showed me that you can do one thing or another thing. Some people stayed there because they were prideful. They wanted to know all stand with my house if it burns down. Or some people were, reasonable and said, okay, look, I'm not going to take my chances. And I mean, they're nice people, but when something like this happens, you really see a different side. I may be getting off on a tangent, but that's just something I noticed that really got to me.